Hey everybody, my name is Cliff Ross. Today I'm going to explain what a bleed is in terms of printing and file setup. In this case, bleed is a noun. Bleed is the space that goes off the edge of the file. See, this is how we set things up to print. It's not just on one on a piece of paper. We fill the sheet, this is called 6 up, and since there is color going off the edge and design elements going off the edge, it needs a bleed. Because we print a big stack of these, we put them in here to cut them down, and it's impossible for that guillotine to get right on the line. If there's no bleed, there could be a little sliver of white space. There's variation in the sheets. One might be a half a millimeter off this direction, that. So the bleed is essential to have a nice looking finished piece like this, where the blue's going off the edge, the photos go off the edge. There's no white line. That's why you need a bleed. So typically, a bleed is 1/8 of an inch. So this is a 4x9 rack card. The file size needs to be 4 1/4 by 9 1/4. So there's 1/8 of an inch of space all around and the design elements going off the edge. The type, critical stuff like that has to be a 1/4 inch in. There's a safety zone in here. You see there's a 1/4 inch of space. The type is not too close to the edge because of the safety zone. So that's why we need a bleed. Let me show you how we cut them down so you can see even better. So this thing is in there. I have it all set up already. So this that I cut off is the bleed. You see that? That's the extra space of the file. So the top, it's a clean cut. It looks good. This is essential in printing. So if you're setting up your own files in some stupid design program, it's important that you give yourself 1/8 of an inch all around. So if it's 4x6, make your design file 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. If it's 4x9, make it 4 1/4 by 9 1/4, and so on. We have a chart on the site here that you can reference. A lot of these online design programs are very oversimplified and it's sometimes hard to export your file. Never export it with crop marks because you're sending me one file with crop marks on it that's useless. We put the crop marks on ourselves after we set it up. This is called 6 up to print. So when you send a file to a printer, make sure you have your bleed on it without crop marks. That's the proper way to do it, and then your file is going to look good and you're not going to drive your printer crazy.